Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Welcome. Good to see you. So, happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy Friday night. If you're going out, please be safe. There are plenty of ways for you to get home safe and not to worry about hurting yourself or anybody else. So please, pretty please, not just tonight, but especially tonight, please be safe out there. All right. So with that aside, let's go to the message. So I titled this, hey, you better double check what you're gonna get for free or cheapo, you know. And the English, I think it is, they have a saying that they say, I'm not that rich to buy cheap things. Now, some, you know, finding a bargain is very different than buying cheap things. I want to kind of make that distinguishment, if you would. But those two are very. Hold on one second. I gotta focus a little bit. I'm stuttering. I gotta focus a little bit. Hold on. All right. Fari June, welcome. Good to see you. So there's a story, and with my stories, I always say, you know what, you got to get the juice, forget about the orange, get the point, right? So I'm going to share this story. So a man, if you're in a product-related business, now you could be selling a product, or you could be selling your coaching or your books, whatever it may be. Usually people are going to look for a bargain, right? It's so good to see you and so glad that you're here. People are going to look for a bargain, right? They want a deal. People want things that are for a deal. I mean, I look for deals. Now, to look for deals and to buy cheap things are two different things, right? I'm not a big fan of buying cheap things or getting free stuff, because in my world, if you would, I don't really believe there's anything free. Somebody somewhere somehow paid for it, right? And now it may not come out of your pocket, but somehow somewhere, somebody is paid for it. But in this case, you're gonna get people that ask for deals and free stuff and all this stuff all this time, right? I want you to be careful when you do that. I want you to be careful. I'm asking you to be careful and take a double look at the product or whatever you're buying cheap and for free. All right. So here's a little story for you. And man, hey Jenny, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. So a man, he opens up a zoo, right? He opens up a zoo and charges $300 for the entrance fee. Well, guess what? Nobody shows up. And he goes, all right, I guess 300 is a bit much. So he reduces it down to 200 bucks. Nobody shows. All right. Then he says, all right, okay, I get it. He reduces it down to $10. Few people show up, but not like he wanted to. He goes, all right, I tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and waive the entrance fee. Do it for free. Have people come in for free. And he does that. He cuts the price off, and it's free entrance. And of course, you know it is packed. It gets full. So he goes and quietly closes all the gates to the zoo. And guess what? He frees up the lions. and then he charges $500 exit fee. Guess how many paid? Everyone paid. Get it? Moral of the story is this. Sometimes when you get your offer for free, be careful, because you may end up being the product. You may be the one that's gonna pay the price. Now, in my profession, now before going to my profession, I'm Persian. Okay, so being Persian, and I actually have a Persian on, but being Persian, you always look for deals. Come on. I mean, I'm like that. I always look for deals, and I like deals, But here's the thing, to look for deals on a quality product is very different than to look for a cheap product. Okay? To look and get the best deal for the item you want is very different than you looking to get the cheapest thing that you can find. Right? Now, between you and I, don't worry, I'm not going to tell anybody. Between you and I, how many cheap things have you bought that have lasted you a long time? How many? I won't tell anybody. You can drop it in the comments. You can say, like, I bought 10 cheap things and they all have been amazing. They lasted forever. Nothing cheap lasts. It doesn't last for long. Even a cheap relationship doesn't last long, let alone a cheap kind of a product, right? So if you're gonna always look for cheap things, that's how you're gonna attract things. Now, I'm gonna leave you with this. If you're in some type of a sales, and if you watch my lives before, everything is sales. So if you think you're not in sales, you're in sales. So let's just say everybody's in sales. If you're in some type of a sale, okay, and you yourself, I want you to pay real good attention here. This may hurt, but it's good for you. If you yourself are a bad customer, when you go out there and shop, when you are online shopping, when you go to the store and shop, and you're a bad customer, you give people a hard time for your purchase. If you're doing that, if you're one that, gives the salesperson such a hard time or returns stuff, and just, if you're that kind of a person, guess what kind of a clientele you're going to attract? You've got to put the two and two together. You will attract the same type of people that you are. You're going to get those people that are going to be naggy and always looking for a bargain. Oh my God, can I get this for free? Can I get this from the back of a van? If you're that kind of a customer to others, then you're going to attract that, right? So if you're looking for cheap things, guess what? If you're selling something of quality, don't be upset if people say, well, that's too expensive, or I want something cheap. Don't take that personal, because if that's how you are with others in other areas, that's how you're going to attract it. Right? Now, guess what? If you're one that goes to the store and buys what they want and gives a compliment to the salesperson, or writes a thank you note, or what have you, if you're one of those guys and gals, you're not guaranteed that you're not going to deal with any like weirdos. You're gonna. It's just the way it is. Thank you. Not everybody does, right? Not everybody. And I love that. The people that want, like, for example, I'll give you an example. Your friend writes a book, or, opens up a restaurant, let's just say, or what have you, right? You can go there and say, hey, man, can I get a discount on my meal? Or you can say, I don't want a discount. In fact, I'm going to tip your waiter or waitress really well too, because I want to support your business. Two types of people in this world. Same restaurant. So, getting cheap, not always the best thing. Believe me. You bought plenty of cheap things that haven't worked. You know, products, supplements, whatever, clothing, cars, whatever, right? So it's not always that. And it's not always about the bargain. It's not always about the free stuff either, right? Usually they don't give Lamborghinis for free. You know what I mean? It's probably not a good idea. So hopefully you guys get some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys hanging out on a Friday night. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Again, if you're going out, there's plenty of ways to get home safe. So please practice those, especially in this crazy, crazy world we are in right now. So just be sure that you get home safe, you protect yourself and those around you. With that, hopefully you guys get some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. And with that, if you feel like this was worthy of sharing, do what you gotta do. Tag a couple people, share it on your wall. Yes, Jenny. Good morning to you. And with that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side gig. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.